3 minutes to go.
For tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Reed, Norris and Valtteri Bottas. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow. Welcome along then to the Belgian Grand Prix, the race that gave us the maiden victory for the Jordan team in 1998. And in the same team, the phenomenal debut of a young Michael Schumacher. There's always something special around one of the many corners of this fan-favourite circuit. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track is a great one for fans of pure speed. The average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles an hour. Anthony Davidson also joins me in the commentary box today. Let's talk about Reed. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances, but what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another great race today.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Reed lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo and Sainz, Verstappen, Perez, Gasly and Sebastian Vettel, Ocon, Tsunoda, Charles Leclerc and Stroll, Giovinazzi, Nicholas Latifi and George Russell, Mick Schumacher and Daniel Ticktum. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Fantastic. You've won the Grand Prix.
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari. It hardly looked in doubt. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. So let's review the updated driver standings. Reed increases their championship lead. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Nicholas Latifi gets my vote today.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari continued to extend the gap at the top of the table. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when Welcome along then to the North Sea coast and Zandvoort, 25 miles away from Amsterdam, and the host for today's Dutch Grand Prix. It's a race the great Jim Clark won on 4 occasions, leading for an astonishing total of 370 laps. A lap of this short 2.6 mile Zandvoort circuit features 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left. The main straight is 678 meters long and heads into turn 1, the Tarzan corner. With DRS down the main straight into the braking zone, that could be the best overtaking opportunity on the track. Anthony Davidson, thanks for joining me once again for the Grand Prix. Let's talk about Reed. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances, but what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another great race today.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Reed, Ricciardo, Lando Norris, and Sainz, Tsunoda, Vettel, Russell, and Lance Stroll, Hamilton, Perez, Pierre Gasly, and Ocon, Mick Schumacher, Latifi, and Guan Yu Zhou, and Charles Leclerc, Giovinazzi, and Daniel Ticktum. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? Anthony Davidson. How do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari do it again. Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. Reed increases their championship lead. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Well, there's a lot of incredible driving out there today, Crofty, but if I had to pick someone, it's got to be Sergio Perez. Fantastic driving.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Ferrari continue to extend the gap at the top of the table. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.